Hi everyone, today what we're going to do is continue with our analysis unit and we're going to take a little bit of a closer look at user surveys. Okay, so in the Advanced Hire course we have to be able to collate information from our users to use as part of our Advanced Hire project. Okay, now in computing and throughout the Advanced Hire course, the surveys can be used in a number of different ways. So you might use a survey, for example, to investigate a new feature. You might use a survey for working out what preferences and priorities are important to your customer, and you might use it for evaluation purposes. So afterwards, has your product met their specifications and they're happy with it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a survey on Microsoft Forms. Now I'm going to give you guys the choice. Because this is kind of like a three-part task in that you're going to make a survey, you're going to complete a bunch of surveys, and then you're going to feed back on it. You're going to have to get on this quite quickly, okay? So you can choose, if you get back to me sort of like by the end of the day, Wednesday, on what you'd like to do as a topic and nobody else has picked it, then you can let me know what topic you want to do. Otherwise, I'm just going to randomly issue you a survey topic, and it could be anything from sweets to books to movies or whatever, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to create a survey on Microsoft Forms, and I'll walk you through how to do that. And then you're going to share your surveys on the Teams page, and everybody's going to complete each other's surveys. So I'm going to hope that that's done sort of by the end of the day on Thursday, so that on Friday you'll have a little bit of time to complete a short write-up on basically what you found out. And I'll show you what that looks like in a wee second, okay? So let's have a little look at how to create a Microsoft form. So when you log into your Glow Launchpad, you're going to have some tiles that may or may not look similar to this. I've got a lot of obviously teacher ones you guys won't have access to, but you should all have this, which is Office 365. Now, if you click on that, you'll see that one of the packages that you have as part of Office 365 is Microsoft Forms. Now, some of you might have known how to use this before. That's totally fine, but just for those of you who don't, I'm going to walk you through a quick demo. Okay, so this is Microsoft Forms here. They might be in a slightly different order on yours, just depending on which ones you use the most. And then you need to open it up and we need to select to create a new survey. Okay, so this is it here. This is one I've created earlier just so you could see some responses, but we're going to basically recreate it in the same form for you guys. Okay, so new form. Now I decided that mine would just be made on home learning, just since we're all doing that anyway. Oh goodness me. So you basically type it in. If you want a description, you can, and then you click add new to create a new question. Okay, and it gives you a number of different types. So we're going to start off with a choice question. Okay, so we just click on that button and we write our question in. So I'm going to write, how have you found the home learning tasks so far? Question mark. Okay, and then you can put in as many question options as you like. So I'm just going to put easy, just right, and can I add another one? Here we go. Hard. Okay, and then what we just do is click add new, and then I'm going to do a rating one this time. So I'm going to say, how would you rate the work Mrs. Jeans has provided so far? Question mark. And then 5 stars. You could change the symbol or whatever if you want to. I'm just going to say 5 stars, leave it at that. Okay, let me show you a ranking one now. So if we click on ranking, it's a bit more complicated. So you need to put in different options and people get to put it in order, okay? So rank the following topics in order from your most to least favourite. And then the 3 topics that we've obviously covered are data representation, computer structure, and environment. Okay. Number 4, let's try a text one. Now the difficulty with text ones is you can't really get as much statistics. It's just basically people can put in a word or a sentence as their answer. So what would you like to see more of? Question mark. And then they just have a space for their answer. And then the last question, number 5, I'm going to create a linkered one, which basically allows you to put in a number of different options. So I'm going to say, how have you found topic we have covered. And topic 1 is data, I'll just put data rep. Topic 2 is computer structures, and topic 3 is environment. And then option 1 is too easy, little easy. You can delete some of these options if you don't want to have 5 options as well, I should say. Just right, little hard, too hard. Now some people say that they don't like to have a middle option when they're having a, sometimes in surveys they don't like to have a middle option because it means that people have to pick one way or another, but I think that for something like this, just right is okay, because hopefully it will be just right, but if it's not, that's fine. Okay, so that's just an example of, spelt that wrong, haven't I? There we go. That's just an example of how you can make a quick survey, right? So there's just a wee quick survey there. And then what I can do is at the top I can click on preview and see what it looks like for the user. So that's it there. Okay. And what I can also do, if I go back, I can go up to here and I can share it. And then you can get this link, and that's the link that I want you to copy. Okay, so if I go across to our Microsoft Teams page and into our advanced hire team, which is here, and I want you to create your own post, and then people can comment on it and then reply to it. Okay, so I'm going to put please complete my survey and then create a new post with your own. Okay, so hopefully you guys should be able to click on that survey and have a little go at mine. Okay, and then I want you to create a new post on just the general chat with your own, and then as you've completed it underneath, then just put done to each person so that you can keep track of which ones you've done. Okay, and hopefully by the end, if we all do it for everybody, we're all going to have about 12 responses from each people. Okay, maybe about 10 or something, depending on if everyone gets on to complete them or not. Okay, now once you've done that, what I want to do is to show you what you can do with your feedback, right? So here's obviously the one that I made as the test. So you can see I've got no responses to the advanced hire one because you guys haven't done it yet, but I've got 15 responses to the home learning, which was the exact same questions, right? And I closed it so no one else could answer. Now, when you open it up to kind of view your test again, you can see the questions, but what you can also see is the responses, and you can edit these afterwards so if there's any kind of mistakes, but just be mindful that once somebody's answered it, you don't want to change it because then that kind of screws up your statistics. So if you go into responses, you get some important information about what people have answered. Okay, so you can see there's some kind of charts and things. So 12 people out of the 15 found mine hard. I should say I just put it on my Facebook page, and this is all this random friends who have no idea about computing science, but so as 12 people found it hard, then some people found it easy. You can see the star ratings, gives you a little bit of feedback of how many people found the environment their first choice and how many people found it their last choice, what people have voted. If you've got these text questions, you can click on more details to see what people have said. So a number of people have said they want to see more of Levi jeans. Other people have said they want to see more videos. Okay, this was just random things that they've put in to fill out my survey. And then obviously you get some other feedback as well about whether maybe this topic here was maybe a little bit too hard because you know, a lot of it's skewed to the right rather than the left. Okay, so what I want you to do is the last kind of bit is once you've posted it to your Teams page, hopefully you've got kind of 10 people or so filled it out for you, then you're going to go and find these responses and create a really short report. Okay, so your report is just going to be your results. So just really short. You could even put it in the comments if you want, or just on a Word document, upload it to Teams. Okay, so I'm looking for, most people are finding the work hard. 80% of people said they found it was hard, which was at 12 out of 15. Okay, the large majority of people are finding the work issued of a high standard, so they've given it 4.67 on average stars out of 5. The environment was ranked as the most popular topic, and computer structure was ranked as the least popular topic. They want to see more videos, and they want to see more of Levi jeans in the lessons. And then data representation and environment were pitched fairly well because the spread of it was quite good. Most people were sort of in that just right category, but there was a kind of equal weighting of people who found it too hard and too easy, but computer structure overall was a little bit too hard. Okay, so something like that. However, if you're going to do it on sweets, your questions are going to be completely different. Okay, it's just a little bit of fun. I really want to test your ability to be able to make a form, and then your ability to be able to feed back on your results, because what you're going to do for your advanced hire project is something very similar. You're going to have to ask a survey of people who would be your potential target audience to use your project. Ask them to fill out a survey and then use the results to impact what you're creating. So in the past, I've had people who've perhaps done a task like snakes and ladders, and some of the questions were like, would you rather play against artificial intelligence? Do you want to be able to adjust how many players you've got? Would you like a theme? Do you want it to be snakes and ladders? Do you want it to be firemen's poles and hoses, or whatever, right? So you could come up with questions to suit your project once we come up with an idea. Okay, so remember that by the end of the day, sort of Wednesday or first thing on Thursday, if you've not responded to me with an idea of what you'd like to do your survey on, then I'll give you something to do it on, like a random theme, and you've got to kind of create 5 to 10 questions, nothing more than that, because remember, you're going to have to do it for everybody. Okay, so 5 to 10 questions. Try to use as many different types. You'll see that on mine I used a choice, a rating, a ranking, a text, and a Likert. So you can kind of try and mix it up a little bit. But 5 questions minimum, and then feedback just like this on what your findings were. Okay, enjoy. This is meant to be a little bit of fun to end off your week, and I'll speak to you guys next week. Okay, bye.